And now, for the starting lineups for tonight's contest, Puxico Lady Indians, coached by Jordan Lindsay. 5'6" freshman number 10, Caitlin Haynes.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Bill Wright Gymnasium. The starters for the Puxico Lady Indians, they're coached by Jordan Lindsay. Caitlin Haynes, a 5'6" freshman. Brenna Hancock, a 5'6" senior. Gabby Clark, a 5'6" senior. 5'9" sophomore, Caitlin Pierre. And a 5'10" freshman, number 50, Faith Oliver. Puxico wearing black uniforms trimmed in orange and white. And they will go from right to left in the first half. And the Donettes in their home whites trimmed in gold and black. They're going to start Erica Payne, a 5'10" junior. Haley Beal, a 5'10" sophomore. Jayla Elliff, a 5'8" junior. Shaylee Fickey, a 5'11" junior. And Paige Eddington, a 5'8" freshman, will start for the Donettes, and they will go from left to right here in the first half. And I've been joined by my partner here, Anthony Clintonar. How you doing, Anthony?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Didn't know if he's coming or not.
Yeah.
I guess you've been here. You just now come over here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well. All right. Well, we are just about ready to go here. 8 minutes on the clock. And anxious to see what the Donettes do here after being off for 3 weeks. I don't know if I've ever seen a team, girls, boys of any kind, that's been off for 3 full weeks during the Christmas vacation, unless there was some bad weather involved. And I bet Coach Moore wished that they would have had a game or two last week instead of playing. They were actually scheduled to play 5 this week, but the game tomorrow night with Koshkonong canceled, so they will play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the Corning Invitational Tournament. And we'll talk a little bit more about that at halftime. It's going to be Shaylee Fickey jumping against Caitlin Pierre. We have 2 officials doing tonight's game. And the ball will be tipped back to Haley Bill in the back court. She passed up in the front court. It's a good thing nobody was looking for Puxico. Donettes get it down low to Fickey and get a quick basket on a pass from Erica Payne on the wing. Donettes are going to play a little full court pressure. Full court man-to-man. Paige Eddington on Haynes. She gets it off to Oliver. Down low to Pierre. She turns her shot up, no good. Ball tipped around. Loose on the floor. Erica Payne picks it up for the Donettes. And it looks like Puxico is going to play man-to-man. Paige Eddington on the baseline. Fakes the shot. Goes in. Puts up the shot. It goes in, but they're going to call a foul before the shot. Number 40, Caitlin Pierre, draws the foul. Inbounds pass comes to Jayla Elliff. She shoots a 3 from the corner, no good, and a long outlet pass to Haynes. Her layup's up and good. She scored a bunch of points in the JV game. She's a 5'6" freshman. Haley Beal quickly into the front court, hands it off to Payne. Right elbow to Fickey. Fickey puts it on the floor, takes it down the right side, and she's going to be fouled. So 2 quick fouls on Puxico. And this will be on Faith Oliver. Looks like Fickey may be going to be aggressive tonight. The lob pass into Fickey right underneath the basket, and she puts it up over a couple defenders and gets it to go. Well, she's got 4, and the Donettes lead at 4-2. Pass up into the front court. That was number 50, the big girl, Oliver, and she overshot Clark, and it went out of bounds. And it'll be Donettes' ball. 6:54 to go in the first quarter. The Donettes lead 4-2. Puxico drops back, and they'll pick up in the front court. Pass baseline to Eddington. Down low to Fickey. She goes in, up and under, shot no good. Gets a rebound back and puts it up and in. Well, 6 points for Fickey right here in the first minute and a half, and a quick timeout called by Coach Lindsay as the Donettes have broken on top 6-2 with 6:37 to go in the first quarter. And we will keep it here during this timeout. We're already about halfway through it. So, Anthony, what's been going on?
Oh, not too much. Just getting back in the routine of school and stuff. Pretty much it.
Yeah, well, I guess you guys went back. You've been back the one full week, I guess. Today we started your second week, huh? You went back last week?
Yeah.
Well, you guys got a tough game tomorrow night ahead of you, don't you?
Sure.
Seems like every one of them is tough, don't it?
Yeah, they usually are.
You guys got some really really good teams on your schedule you got to play, boy. It makes it tough. Well, Puxico is going to inbound it. It's going to be Hancock. Inbounds it to Clark. Clark throws it to Pierre in the middle. It's Hancock going down the right side, and she takes it all the way in. And Coach Moore begging for one of his girls to step over and take a charge. We're going to have a foul, and it's going to be a shooting foul. That foul's on Paige Eddington.
Jayla Elliff.
Oh, okay. Jayla Elliff. It was 23, not 32. Free throw by Hancock is good. I believe that's Hancock. She's got such long hair, can't see the number on her back. Second one hits, bounces around about 3 or 4 times, and yes, it is Hancock. She gets her first 2 points. And it's 6-4. Quickly into the front court. They get it to Eddington. She's open underneath and lays it in. Donettes didn't waste any time getting it up the floor. Back to the full court press. Clark gives it back to Haynes. Haynes dribbles up the right side. And a blocking foul going to be called on Eddington this time. That's the second team foul, the first foul on Eddington. And we have number 21, Danielle Daniel, a 5'8 junior, coming in for Pierre for Puxico. And it will be Hancock inbound over on the right side. On the sideline. Comes in to Gabby Clark. In the paint to, was that number 44 that shot that? I don't think I have a number 44. I don't have a number 44 on my, that's great. I always like when that happens. I'm not really sure who that is. But anyway, they shot it and went out of bounds. The Donettes get the ball back. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Beal at the head of the key. Gives it to Fickey. Out to Elliff. She's open just inside the three-point line. No good. And Clark gets the rebound and gives it to Daniel. Back to Clark up in the front court. Hancock on the right wing. Now baseline, and number 44 throws it away. And it's picked off by Haley Beal. Takes it the length of the floor. Little runner up, no good. And Anthony asked Mr. Wilfong if he knows who number 44 is.
44 is Victoria Birch.
Victoria Birch.
Burke?
Birch.
Birch. Okay. Okay. Victoria Birch. And what are they calling? They're calling Coach Moore over to the far sideline for something. I don't know if there's something on the floor. I thought maybe he was calling over there for Jayla Elliff because she's coming back from a concussion. But there's something on the floor, I guess. They're over there cleaning it up. It's 8-4 Donettes with 5:23 to go in the first quarter. And let's see, Puxico, they brought number 50, Faith Oliver, back in. And let's see, Donettes still have the same 5 out there. Whatever that is, must be tough to get up, man. Looks like he's having a hard time getting that off the floor. Must be like, almost like gum or something. Now they got it up. Hancock inbounds it to Haynes. Back in underway here with 5:20 to go. Haynes dribbles the baseline. Cut off there. Good defense by Ella. Pass out front. Picked off by Erica Payne. She's one-on-one. Hancock trying to catch her. Payne lets her slide by her. She puts it in. 10-4 Donettes. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. Clark throws it up in the front court. Eddington almost with a steal. Haynes throws it up. It's blocked. Ball loose on the floor. Underneath Oliver's got it, and her shot blocked by Beal. Now it's knocked away from her, loose on the floor. And Hancock picks it up and throws it out to Daniel. Daniel gives it to Clark on the left wing. Little helter-skelter basketball there. Pass across court. Paige Eddington going for the steal, knocks it away, and we're going to have a tie ball. Good hustle there by Paige Eddington. And the alternating possession, I think, belongs to Puxico as Caitlin Pierre comes back in for Danielle Daniel for the Lady Indians. Inbounds pass comes to Oliver. Dribbles to the baseline. Cut off. Cross-court pass. Haynes, three-pointer on the way, off the back iron. And Payne didn't block her out. She got the shot back and shot it again and missed an air ball. Erica Payne up ahead to Paige Eddington. She's out ahead of the pack. Left-handed layup up and good. Nice pass from Shaylee Fickey as she looked up the floor as soon as she got the ball. And Eddington was flashing down there wide open. Pierre's got it in the paint, bulls her way down, turns, puts a shot up and in. That makes it 12-6 Donettes. 4:05 left in the first quarter. Haley Beal brings it into the front court. Right side to Payne. Back to Beal, now left side to Elliff. In the paint to Fickey. Turns, hands it off to Eddington. And we're going to have a foul before Fickey got rid of the basketball. That was kind of a bad break there because I think Eddington had an easy bucket there. That's the second foul on Caitlin Pierre. Pass inbounds to Fickey, right back to Beal underneath. She makes a move off the glass and in. Clark throws it up in the front court to Haynes on the baseline. She stops and pops air ball. Haley Beal had to rebound, but she lost it, and it goes off her leg out of bounds. As we got Victoria Birch coming back in, and she replaces Pierre, who's got those two fouls. 14-6 Donettes. Hancock inbounds it to Haynes, and boy, Haynes takes it to the hole up off the glass and good. And she scored most of the points in the JV game, and she's got half of them here in the varsity game so far. And it's 14-8. And a steal by Hancock. Nope, she comes down on the out-of-bounds line. Haley Beal telegraphed that pass a little bit. So it'll be Donette's ball. On the right side, inbounds it to Fickey. Fickey dribbles up to the three-point line, down underneath to Eddington. Eddington fakes and goes up for the shot. And they called 3 seconds on her. Wow. She must have been in there a while before she caught the pass. Full court man-to-man. The Donette's not really pressing too hard. Pass goes ahead to Oliver, takes it in, shot no good. And tie up on the rebound. And this will belong to the Donettes with 3 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the first quarter. That's a 6-point lead over the Puxico Lady Indians. No full court pressure by Puxico. This time they drop back into a 2-3 zone. And Jayla Elliff telegraphed that pass, but the Donettes got lucky and got it back. Beal's shot no good. And the rebound comes down to Birch for Puxico. Passes it to Birch. Birch's cross-court pass picked off by Jayla Elliff. Throws it up ahead. Haley Beal runs it down. Shot up off the glass is good on the left side. She didn't rush that. Took her time and got it to go. And it's 16-8. Donette's looking to run a little bit here tonight. I haven't seen that much of the first part of the year. And there goes Haynes down the lane. Goes up for the shot. No good, but she's fouled. And she puts that head down. One thing about it, she's going to her right hand every time, to the right side. That foul on Jayla Elliff, and she's got 2 now of the 3 fouls the Donettes have committed. Caitlin Haynes, a 5'6" freshman, has got 4 points, and her first free throw bounces around and falls in. Katie Ferguson coming in for Elliff, and Daniel comes back in and replaces Birch for Puxico. 16-9. One more free throw for Haynes. It's up and good. They're 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. Donettes haven't been there yet. Puxico has 14 fouls. Lob in the paint to Fickey. She goes in, missed the shot. And the rebound comes down to Daniel. Pass ahead to Clark. She lobs up to Haynes. Haynes is going to let the defense fly by, fire a 3, and it's good. She has 9 points already here in the first quarter. She played, I think, both quarters in the JV game as well. But she can play 6 quarters in a night, so Katie Ferguson throws it away. It's stolen by Oliver, and then Ferguson fouls her. And Puxico trying to get back in the game here. They've got it cut to 3 points with 1:52 left in the first quarter. And in the back court, ball comes inbounds to Haynes. no help defense. Now Haley Beal comes and helps, but her shot up from about 10 is good. Somebody should have cut her off before she ever got past half court, and nobody did. Vicky takes it to the hole, shot up, no good. But she will go to the free throw line. We got a foul on the Lady Indians. Puxico's cut it to 1 point. Hancock's first foul. Team foul number 5. And Shaylee Fickey at the line for the first time. And she makes the first one. She has 7 points to lead the Donettes here in the first quarter. Lead back to 2. And this one bounces around and falls in. Oliver gives the ball to Hancock. Hancock passes it ahead, knocked away by Erica Payne. Fickey picks it up, passes into the front court to Haley Beal. Has it knocked away. She's going to take it in anyway. No good. Paige Eddington with a rebound. She missed it. And the rebound comes down to Haynes. And she comes up the right side. Stops, pops again, and it's good again from about 15. 13 first quarter points for Caitlin Haynes, the freshman. And it's 18-17. Fickey at the head of the key. Lob dropped it off underneath to Eddington. She missed a shot, got it back, put it up, missed it again, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Puxico. She kind of rushed that first shot. I believe she would have made that if she took her time. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. The Donettes lead 18-17. Inbounds pass comes to Katie Ferguson. She's open from 15, no good. Rebound underneath by Haley Beal, and she puts it in. Three-point lead as Gabby Clark brings it into the front court for Puxico. And Erica Payne knocked the ball away and caused a travel on Clark. And the Donettes will at least have one more possession here for the end of the first quarter, trying to build on a 20-17 lead. Well, 20 points the first quarter. I think that's the most Donettes have scored probably in one quarter all season. And here I was worried about the long 3-week layoff. Ball down low to Fickey, turns to her left shoulder, shot up and good. And they're going to count it, and there's going to be a foul on Puxico. And Coach Lindsay out on the floor wanting a charging foul there for lowering her shoulder. That is a second foul on Hancock. She's out there again, boy, right in the referee's ear. Fickey's three-point opportunity, no good. And the rebound comes down to Puxico. Fickey with 10 in the first quarter. And there's Haynes again, stops at the three-point line, shot up, this is way off. And Hancock beats the Donettes to it and saves it inbounds to Clark. Cross-court pass, and Paige Eddington's going to have a run out. Goes in on the left side, lays it up, no good, but she's fouled. And she'll get a couple of free throws. We'll wait and see who they call it on. There's 2. Number 50, Faith Oliver, picks up her second one. So 9.5 seconds to go, and Paige Eddington at the line for the Donettes. She has 4 points here in the first quarter. First one in the air and a little long and off the right side. And Birch comes back in for Puxico. So Pierre and Hancock both have 2 fouls apiece, and the Donettes are going to be in the bonus the rest of the first half here, and we're not even at the end of the first quarter yet. This one is good by Eddington. She gets 1 out of 2. Gives her 5 points. Puxico with 8 seconds, throws it up, picked off by Eddington. Looks up at the clock, and the ball knocked away from behind by Haynes. And it'll be Donette's ball with 3 seconds left. They'll have it on the right side, right in front of the Puxico bench. Well, they're going to have to get it in, get somebody open real quick. Comes into Fickey. She's going to fire up a 3. A little too quick there. It was an air ball, but good first quarter for the Donettes, and they lead it here 23-17 over the Puxico Lady Indians here at Donovan. We'll take a 60-second break, and we'll be back with more Donettes basketball. Stay tuned to KYEC 88.3 FM. Man, that freshman's killing them.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
She's doing better this game than last game.
Yeah. Yeah, she scored probably over half her points in that first game. Her and number 40 scored all of them, man.
Yeah, she's good too.
It's 23-17. Start the second quarter. Puxico with the ball. Clark gets the inbounds pass from Hancock in the lane to Pierre. Kicks it out in the corner to Oliver. Oliver down to Hancock, down low, back to Pierre again. Her shot blocked by Haley Beal, and she comes out with it. It's Haley Beal, Shaylee Fickey, Erica Payne, Paige Eddington, and Katie Ferguson. Fickey at the free throw line. Her shot up, no good. And battling for the rebound is kicked over to Ferguson. She goes up with it, no good. And this time Pierre comes out with it. Out to Hancock. Goes cross court, and Paige Eddington steals it. Oh, she walked. When she caught it there, she kind of didn't have her balance real good, and she's called for a travel. But they are trying to get that ball to the freshman, Caitlin Haynes, every time up the floor and get it to her as quickly as possible. Hancock inbound pass stolen by Ferguson. She got Erica Payne up ahead. Haynes is trying to catch up. Payne turns. She drops it off on the other side to Eddington. Eddington's going to go up and under. No good. She gets it back, goes up again. She scores, and she's fouled. Well, nice work there by Eddington to stay with that after she missed the first easy one. And that foul is going to be on. Scorekeeper's a little slow getting them up there tonight. 23, Clark. That's her first. She checks out, and Birch comes back in. Well, Paige Eddington trying to give the Donettes a 9-point lead with 7:16 left in the first half. Trying to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play, and the free throw's good. And she is up to 8 points now. Shaylee Fickey has 10 for the Donettes. Hancock throws it up mid-court to Pierre, and Fickey gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. Puxico's guards are not handling the ball very well, and the thing of it is they're not having Haynes, the freshman, bring it up, and a good defense by the Donettes, a 5-second call. And that'll give it to the Donettes on the turnover. Chance to go up by double digits here early in the second quarter. Fickey puts it on the floor. She's going to put it up. It comes up short. Paige Eddington with a rebound. She puts it up and in. So Eddington and Fickey both with 10 points here in the first half, and Donettes lead by 11. Oliver takes it down. A wild shot. Almost goes in. Ball loose underneath. It's going to be Puxico coming out with it. Oliver, cross court to Haynes. Haynes dribbles down, shot up, blocked by Fickey, but they're going to call Fickey for the foul. The Donettes are going to have to quit fouling her, that's for sure. They will it go under there? Don't unplug me because I don't think it'll work. I don't think the battery's any good. Free throw by Haynes is up and good. Give her 14 points, and Puxico hadn't missed a free throw yet. They're 5 out of 5. On the other end, the Donettes 4 out of 5. And this one bounces around. It won't go. And Eddington gets the rebound for the Donettes. Comes up the right side. Hits Beal in the middle. Tries to hit Payne. Cutting down the right side. It's stolen by Oliver. Up to Haynes. Haynes is going to take it in there and shoot it, I guarantee you. And this one's blocked by Haley Beal. And Fickey gets it. And her outlet pass is stolen by Pierre. Donettes are wanting to run, but that time they just got in a little bit too big a hurry. Oliver gets around Beal, goes down, misses the shot, and a rebound lost out of bounds by Erica Payne. And Puxico will get another crack at it. It's 28-18 Donettes. 6 minutes, 14 seconds left first half. Inbounds to Pierre right underneath, and she puts it up and in. That was not very good defense by the Donettes. You can't allow that shot. She got inside position on Haley Beal. Katie Ferguson, left wing, throws it out front to Fickey. Now in the paint to Beal, takes it down. She's off balance, shot up and good by Haley Beal. And she's got 8. So 28 of the 30 points for the Donettes are from Vicky, Beal, and Eddington. 30-20. Pass back door to Haynes, goes up, and she's fouled again. Well, I hope at halftime Coach Moore figures out something here, some way to get just keep her from getting shots off. She's just eating them alive. She's keeping them in the game by herself. The free throw, nothing but net. Daniel comes back in for Puxico. She replaces Pierre. 30-21. One more free throw coming for Caitlin Haynes. Up to 15 points already, make that 16. And Haley Beal quickly into the front court. It's going to take it all the way down. Shot off the glass, a little too hard. It's tipped around, it comes back to Beal, puts it up, missed it. And this time Oliver gets it. She's got Haynes on the other side, but Oliver's going to take it down, and Shaylee Fickey blocks the shot, but it comes down to Hancock. And they leave Haynes wide open in the corner again. She missed the 3. The Hancock gets the rebound. Well, they're getting awful lot of second shots, and the Donettes are taller than they are. Now Oliver's going to shoot a 3, no good. Another offensive rebound by Hancock, and she's only 5'6". So they're outworking the Donettes on the boards. That's a third foul on Katie Ferguson. And Hancock with 2 points, and those were from the free throw line, and she makes this one. As we got Savannah Aaron coming in for the Donettes, replacing Ferguson. Puxico 8 out of 9 at the free throw line. Hancock's shot is short. And Fickey had it, and it went right through her hands to Birch. And Birch put it in for 2 points. And they're only down 5. Fickey at the other end. Passes underneath to Aaron. The ball knocked away and out of bounds by Hancock. As Gabby Clark comes back in for Puxico and replaces Faith Oliver. Now they're really small. And Birch probably about 5'8" is their tallest player, and the rest of them are about 5'6". Haley Beal's open in the corner for 3. It's in and out. Ball tipped around, still loose, and Birch gets it. And Haynes is taking off to the other end every time the Donettes shoot because she's already up there. They get it to her behind the three-point line, puts it on the floor, dribbles back out front, stops at the free throw line. Now back out to Daniel. Gives it back to, that should be Donette. Oh, that looked like Paige Eddington deflected that off of Haynes, but they're going to say Eddington touched it last. So Puxico's cut the Donettes lead to 5 with 4:35 still left in the first quarter. The first half, excuse me. And Hancock dribbles baseline, throws across the court to Daniel, back to Hancock underneath. She turns and puts it up, and somehow or another got it to go. She's only 5'6", and she's in there with a big girl, and Donettes couldn't stop her from scoring. And it's a 3-point game. The lob pass in the corner probably should have been stolen. Gets to Eddington. She misses it. Aaron with the rebound, and she puts it up no good, and we're going to have a foul. And I think that's going to be probably the third one on Hancock. So she's the first Puxico player with 3 fouls. And that'll be Savannah Aaron going to the free throw line. Pierre comes in. She's playing with 2. The Donettes have only scored 7 this quarter, and Puxico has got 10. Donettes had a 10-point lead just not very long ago. Free throw missed. Fickey with the offensive rebound. She missed it, and the ball's tipped back to her. Missed it again. Put it up again. She missed it, and she's fouled. Well, they're getting all kinds of shots right underneath the basket. They ought to have about 50 points right now. That foul's going to be on Danielle Daniel. And Fickey will go to the free throw line. And she missed it. I don't know. Hopefully the Donettes ain't getting tired here. They haven't played in 3 weeks. Fickey makes the second one. She has 11 points now. And it's back to a 4-point lead as Clark gives it to Daniel. Daniel on the right wing. Puts it on the floor, bounces in the paint to Pierre. A nice spin move, and she puts it up and in. 31-29 is Beal. Gives it to Erica Payne on the left wing. Dribbles to the baseline, cut off. Gives it back to Beal on the left wing. Beal holds above her head. Lobs it down low to Ficky. Ficky turns. Shot up, no good. And a rebound to Pierre. Her outlet pass is batted away, but Haynes gets it. And Puxico's got a chance to tie or take the lead. And they've got numbers. And Haynes is going to take it to the baseline. Hits Pierre in the paint. Shot up and good, and we're tied. And we're going to see a timeout here probably pretty quick if something doesn't change here. And Puxico, and the pass there that Paige Eddington, they go right through her hands, but then they throw it right back to Beal. Her wild shot, no good. Pierre with a rebound, outlet pass to Clark. Up ahead to Haynes, one-on-one with Ficky. Stops, pops, shots an air ball, and Beal with the rebound. And Coach Moore does call a timeout. I was looking for that any time. As Puxico's fought back from a 10-point deficit, and the Donettes look like they're wore out to me. Puxico kind of, they're bending over, grabbing their knees too, but 31-31, it was 30-20 just not very long ago. And every time, Anthony, every time the Donettes shoot the ball, Haynes is taking off to the other end, and they're just trying to throw it to her. Yeah, she's snowbirding, yeah. But Donettes got to figure that out and get somebody back. Remember, tomorrow night we will be at Poplar Bluff, as the Dons will be playing the Poplar Bluff Mules. Poplar Bluff, I believe their record is 11-2 on the season. They won the Poplar Bluff Showdown.
They lost to New Madrid.
And they lost to New Madrid. One of their two losses was to New Madrid in the finals of the SEMO Conference Tournament. And that has teams like Charleston and Kennett and Sykeston and Cape Central and Cape Notre Dame and Jackson. They're pretty much loaded. They got a kid named Chris Stocks that is really a heck of a player. All right, Donettes have the ball, and they try to force it into Ficky, and a steal by Pierre, and she's got a run out, and she missed a layup, but Haynes is there to get the rebound because nobody blocked her out, and she missed the easy one. The Donettes are not getting back up the floor after they turn it over. Ficky open just inside the three-point line. It's no good. Ball is going to go out of bounds off of Paige Eddington, and it'll be Puxico's basketball. Tied at 31, 2:26 left in the first half. I would imagine Coach Moore's wanting halftime to hurry up and get here so he can get his girls in and regroup here, because they've really gone wild here in the last few minutes. They were playing kind of under control. Clark throws it out front. Paige Eddington with a steal. She's out ahead of Haynes. Haynes trying to catch up, and she's going to foul her. And Eddington's going to go back to the free throw line. That's about 3 or 4 times Eddington's got down there on the left side. A couple of times she's got the shot up and made it, and then a couple of times she's got fouled. So Donettes made 4 out of their first 5. They've only made 1 out of the last 3 from the free throw line. Let's see if Eddington can change that. And this one's off the back iron, bounces right back to her. And Coach Lindsay taking a chance here, putting Hancock, one of the starters, back in with 3 fouls. And also coming back in was Oliver. Eddington with 1 more free throw. Donettes been stuck, and she missed this one too. And Birch rebounds it. Waits on the traffic to clear. Now she's going to dribble it up herself. And she hands it to Haynes. Haynes gets around Eddington, down into the paint, goes up, the shot blocked. Here comes Eddington up ahead to Payne. She's one-on-one. Payne's going to a little hesitation move. Her shot up and good. Erica Payne with her second bucket. That was a much-needed basket by the Donettes. They go back up 33-31. Oliver goes around the screen, goes to the baseline, and Savannah Aaron come over to help, but she didn't get far enough over to the baseline, and we got another foul. She tried to get there. She just took about a half a step short. If she'd got on the baseline, they wouldn't ever call that foul. And this will be Oliver at the free throw line. She has not scored yet, and her first free throw is good. Now Pierre coming back in, and Hancock going back to the bench. 1:41 to play in the first half. Oliver trying to tie the game up here for Puxico at 33. Next one on the way, no good. Savannah Aaron gets the rebound. Gives it to Haley Beal. Beal dribbling into the front court. If she don't watch out, going to get it knocked away. She did, but it goes right to Erica Payne. Cross-court pass to Eddington. Gets inside. Shot up and good. That pass probably should have been stolen, and the Donettes got a break. And they lead by 3 again, 35-32. Oliver down low to Pierre. Goes right through her hands, and Payne gets it. And Haynes tries to knock it away. Ball goes to Aaron. Down low to Fickey on the right block. And backed out to Payne. Three-pointer from the right side. No good. And the ball goes over the backboard, so that'll be a violation. And it'll go back to Puxico with 1:02 left in the first half. Donettes lead 35-32. Oliver brings it across the timeline. Almost carried it. Now she gives it to Haynes. Haynes been slowed down a little bit here lately. She's still got 16. Into the paint. Little runner up and good. Donettes are going to have to quit trying to steal the ball from her. And Fickey at the other end. Dribbles baseline. Cut off. She's going to go up with it, and we're going to have a traveling call on Fickey. Looked like Daniel there got a lot of arm on that shot, but I'm not even sure Fickey left the ground with the ball anyway. So Puxico's got a chance to take the lead here with 30 seconds left in the first half. It's 35-34 Donettes. Oliver gets a screen, goes down in the paint, and Fickey blocks her shot from behind, and it goes out of bounds, so Puxico will keep the basketball. They're setting that screen top of the key. Whoever's doing the screening, their man is not stepping over and helping there. They're just getting into the paint too easy. Daniel to inbound it. Throws it in. Oliver, she's going to fire up a three off the back iron. Ball loose. Still loose. Tie ball, and it belongs to the Donettes with 18.9 seconds left. They give Donovan a timeout there with the ball, huh? Oh, that's good because that won't change the possession here. On Donettes will have it start the second half if we don't have another tie-up before then. It's 35-34 Donettes. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back. Stay with us. How could they call a walk on that down there? She didn't even leave the floor.
Oh, no, she got hit pretty hard, too.
I don't think he knew what to call, so he just called a walk. I guarantee you Jerry would have called a foul on that. He likes to call fouls.
Yeah. Jerry Moore.
We got a 35-34 score. The Donettes lead it here right before halftime. I believe we got 18.9 seconds to go. It's going to be Donettes ball. At one point here in the first half, they led it 30-20. And Puxico put on a comeback here. And I think the Donettes maybe have caught their second wind a little bit here. And they're getting ready to get a halftime break here shortly. So they could use a score here before the end of the first half. Fickey passes the ball up to Haley Beal. Got plenty of time, don't need to hurry. Dribbles to the baseline. They come up behind and steal it away. And a double dribble, I think, on Oliver. She got the steal. Why do they not know those girls are coming up behind them when they go around them? I can't figure that out. Donettes keep possession with 10 seconds. Inbounds pass to Beal. Three-pointer in the corner, no good. Ball tipped around, it's loose. Still loose. And we may have that tie ball anyway. We are going to have it, so the Donettes will have it. So that means Puxico will get it to start the third quarter. And the Donettes only got 3 seconds here, so they're going to have to fire it up pretty quick. And it's going to be Savannah Aaron to throw it in out near midcourt. He gets it in to Paige Eddington. She's going to fire it up, but it's going to be short. But the Donettes do hang on to a 1-point lead here at halftime. But the second quarter wasn't near as clean and pretty as the first quarter was, as the Donettes had a 6-point lead, 23-17 at the end of the first quarter. Puxico outscored them 17-12. But the Donettes hang on to a 1-point lead, 35-34 here at halftime. We will take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back to run down the first half scoring and talk a little bit about what's coming up later on in the week here on KYEC. Be back in 2 minutes. And it will be Oliver, Pierre, Haynes, Hancock, and Clark. And Oliver and Pierre have 2 fouls, and Hancock has 3. Donettes are going to start out in a man-to-man. Inbounds pass comes to Clark. Thrown way up in the front court to Oliver down underneath, and she puts it up and in over Beal. And that's her first field goal, and Puxico takes the lead, 36-35. Beal quickly into the front court, down into the paint, and goes in and shoots a wild shot, and she draws a charging foul as she runs over Pierre. And that's not the way you want to start the second half. Let them score and go down and don't even pass the ball around. Just take it into the paint in the middle of a bunch of defenders. Here comes Oliver down the right side all the way in, and she traveled with it. She kind of lost the handle on it, was going to pass it on the other side to Pierre. And I don't know why she was going to pass it. She had a wide open shot there, almost a layup. The Donettes catch a break. Erica Payne in the paint to Fickey. Turns, makes a nice move, but when she puts it on the floor, it's knocked away. She's going to get it back, give it to Eddington. Eddington puts it up over the lip of the rim and good. Well, the Donettes go back up, and here comes Haynes down the right side. She's going to take it all the way in, up over Fickey, no good. And Jayla Elliff gets the rebound. Haley Beal into the front court. Haynes comes up from behind her and knocks it away. And I guess nobody was hollering whatsoever. They were telling her that somebody was coming up behind her. And it'll be Donettes' ball. Beal will step out and throw it in. Just underway here in the third quarter. We played 54 seconds. Both teams have a bucket. Donettes still up by 1. Beal at the head of the key. Gets a screen from Payne. In the corner to Fickey. Fakes the shot. Takes it in. Up off the glass. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Pierre gets it. Gives it to Oliver. She got Haynes up on the right side in the front court. Haynes comes back to the center of the floor. She's guarded by Paige Eddington. Right side to Oliver. Cross court to Clark. Clark holds above her head, throws back on the other side to Oliver. And Coach Moore hollering his girls there. Oliver lost the ball out towards midcourt, and everybody just stood there. And Haynes gets around to Eddington, gives it right side to Oliver. Oliver dribbles baseline, shot up no good. Haley Beal gets the rebound. A couple Puxico players fall down. Eddington up ahead of the pack, goes down. And she is going to be fouled. She gets a shot up and in, but they call the foul on Haynes first. And it will be Donovan's ball underneath their own basket. Haley Beal will throw it in underneath the left side of the basket. Throws it over in the right corner to Payne. Payne goes back to the wing. Cross court pass to Elliff. Now to Beal at the head of the key. Haynes knocks it away. She's lackadaisical there. Haynes goes down on Beal. Shot up over her, no good. Rebound underneath by Clark, and she puts it in, and she's fouled by Erica Payne. Haley Beal just was lackadaisical with the ball out there, and Haynes stripped her and took it to the other end. She missed it, but Clark followed it up, and did they count the basket? They didn't put it up there yet, did they? Clark's free throw is good, and that is her first 3 points of the game. And it's a 39-37 lead for Puxico. We go into the 6-minute mark in the third quarter. Payne gives it back to Beal. Free throw line to Fickey. She faces up. She's wide open and she knocks it in. 13 for Fickey. Clark in the back court. Gives the ball to Oliver. Oliver dribbles to the right side. Ball loose. Gets it back. Out front to Haynes. Haynes has it knocked away by Haley Beal, and it goes out of bounds. And it will be Puxico's basketball. And it will be Hancock to throw it in right in front of the Puxico bench. Bounces to Haynes. Haynes going in. Shot blocked by Beal. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will stay with Puxico. And again, Anthony, Haynes got 2 wide open on that. Nobody is helping until they get right down around the basket, and then most of the time they're fouling. Inbounds pass comes to Oliver. She lost it, but she picks it up before it goes out of bounds. Gets it in the paint to Pierre, and she traveled with it, no call. Shot up, no good. And a rebound down to Eddington. Eddington heads to the other end. She's one-on-one with Clark, and she lays it up and in. She just outrun everybody to the other end. She's got 16, and the Donettes have scored 4 in a row. Now Oliver gets around Beal all the way to the basket, and Fickey blocks her shot out of bounds. Now the Puxico fans upset because no foul was called. It'll stay with Puxico. Hancock checks out. Daniel back in for Puxico. She'll throw it in. 41-39 after the Donettes have scored 4 in a row. And again, they almost get it wide open underneath off the screen, and Beal's call for the foul. That's 2 on her. And the second team foul. 5 minutes and 1 second left in the third quarter. The Donettes lead 41-39. And again, they try to get it underneath. They do to Clark, and then she's tied up. And it will be Donettes basketball. Good defense there that time. And that time there was help defense come off and tied her up. Puxico has shown no full court pressure all night long. They played man-to-man for a while, but they've been in the zone for most of the last 2 quarters. And a pass down low picked off by Oliver. She's got Clark on the right. Now she gives it to Haynes on the right. She's picked up by Elliff. Dribbles back out front. Now Eddington switches off on her. Right side to Oliver. Throws it out front, and Payne knocks it into the back court. And it would have been, I believe, oh! Didn't she touch that last?
Looked like she almost kicked it.
Pierre went in there and hustled after because she thought it was out on Puxico, and he gives it to, I don't think that was right. Eddington knocks it away, but Clark gets it. Gives it in the corner to Oliver. Fakes the shot. Gets behind the basket. Beautiful pass to Clark on the other side as she was wide open. And she put it in. And it's 41 all. Oliver's also a freshman for Puxico. Eddington has the ball. She's cut off. Gives it back to Beal. 41 all. 4:05 left in the third quarter. Pass down low. Over Fickey's head, out of bounds. That pass needs to go in from the wing, not up front, up top. And we got Birch coming back in for Pierre for the Lady Indians. So Puxico with a chance to regain the lead. Beal reaches, doesn't get it, and a double dribble on Oliver. Haley Beal does too much reaching out front instead of moving her feet. She just tries to knock it away, and then her man beats her, and then they got numbers. I think she needs to guard somebody down under the basket. Donettes get it back on the turnover. Beal at the head of the key. In the paint to Fickey. Puts it on the floor, stops, and then she puts it up. It won't go. Good rebound underneath by Eddington, and she muscles it up and in. 18 for Eddington. And a bad pass. There it goes out of bounds. You know, Anthony, they've got their 2 biggest girls on the floor bringing the ball up the floor.
I noticed that.
Birch and Oliver, and Oliver's been bringing it up almost all night long. The rest of their players are guards. They're going to bring Oliver out now and bring Hancock back in. Donettes should be getting some steals more than what they're getting when they're bringing their ball up with their big girls. Well, Donettes with a chance to add to a 2-point lead. Fickey. Pass to Elliff. Elliff. Well, she I think she was going to pass that, and then she just threw it up off the backboard and went in. I think it surprised her too. 45-41. And they almost throw it away again, and they do. As Haynes can't come down with it. This time Clark made the bad pass. Now a little full court pressure there as Hancock just wanted to make it hard on the Donettes to get it in. Elliff on the left wing. Back out front between the circles. Now right side to Payne. 3-pointer on the way. Bingo! Erica Payne. She's got 7. And the Donettes lead by 7, 48-41 with 2:40 left in the third quarter. Clark gives it right side to Hancock. Dribbles baseline, and there we are reaching again. Instead of moving your foot and stepping on that out-of-bounds line there, Haley Beal reaches in and gets another foul. Pierre comes back in for Daniel for the Puxico Lady Indians. And it will be Hancock to throw it in. And they tried to get it in underneath the Birch, and Fickey got a hand on it and knocked it out. They've got a lot of inbounds pass underneath their basket, right underneath the basket. Now there's nobody guarding. Nobody guarding Pierre, and she laid it in. I think everybody in the gym seen it except the Donettes. 48-43. Elliff on the left wing. And her pass out front almost stolen by Haynes. Right side to Erica Paint. In the paint, Fickey. Fickey turns, faces a basket, throws it back out front to Beal. 2:15 left in the third quarter. Elliff back to Beal between the circles. Now right side to Payne. She's going to try another one from the same spot. This one no good. Jayla Elliff gets the long rebound, throws it back to Beal. And Elliff runs into the stands, and Coach Moore helps her back up. Now Fickey at the free throw line. She's open again, and it's good. That's 15 for Shaylee Fickey, and the lead back to 7, 50-43. Donettes back to a little full court man-to-man. Clark passes up into the front court to Hancock, and she traveled. Drug that pivot foot, no call. And Haynes down into the paint, shot no good. And Pierre gets the rebound, goes up, and she's fouled. Donettes had a hand on it, but they couldn't reel it in. And that one's going to be on Fickey. That's her second. And that's 5 team fouls on the Donettes. Puxico's only committed 1 here in the third quarter. And Caitlin Haynes has not scored here in the third quarter. First free throw no good by Pierre. And actually I think that was the first shot she's attempted here in the third quarter, that last layup, and she missed it. Pierre's second one. Bounces around, no good, and another offensive rebound underneath. Birch gets this one. If the Donettes would just keep them off the boards, they'd be about 15 points ahead right now. But they're only 5 ahead. Haley Beal lobs it, free throw line to Fickey, and she tries to hit Payne, and Payne was cutting to the basket. Pass behind her, out of bounds. Donettes can't stand prosperity here. They get ahead, then they start throwing it away. If it aggravates us, I can imagine how much it aggravates Coach Moore. Birch at the right elbow. Out to Haynes. Dribbles baseline, gets under, and I mentioned it too soon. She scores her 20th point. And the lead is down to 3. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Fickey, cross-court pass. Elliff open from 15. It's good. Jayla Elliff gets her second bucket. And a baseball pass up ahead is too far for Haynes, and Beal runs it down. And she throws it away, right back to him. Pierre's got it at the head of the key. In the corner, Haynes wide open as Beal turned her back. She missed a shot, but Clark's going to get the long rebound and throw it back out front to Hancock. Hancock hands it to Birch, back out front to Clark. Lob down low, Beal picks it off, falls to the floor, and she traveled. She may have twisted an ankle there. Yep, I think she twisted an ankle. Jayla Elf helping her up, but says she's good, I think. They're going to bring Katie Ferguson in to replace her. Only got 26.8 seconds left in the third quarter. Donettes lead 52-47. You'll watch that underneath inbounds pass again. And they get it again right under to Pierre. Puts it up, no good, but she's fouled by Ella. I wish the Donettes would zone the inbounds place because they're getting beat bad. They're not switching. And Pierre will shoot 2. She just missed 2 there a little bit ago. That foul was on Ella, her third foul. Foul's starting to pile up on the Donettes a little bit now. And she's missed 3 in a row. 25.5 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's 52-47 Donettes. Playing the Puxico Lady Indians here at Donovan tonight. Pierre's next one on the way, and this one's good. And she has 13 points. And it's a 4-point lead for the Donettes as Erica Payne brings it into the front court. She'll play out front now with Beal on the bench. Gives it to Ferguson, right wing. Baseline to Eddington. Eddington puts it on the floor, and she travels. And that's going to give Puxico a shot with 12 seconds left here in the third quarter to cut into that 4-point lead. Pass in the middle of the floor to Pierre. She throws up ahead and is tipped away by Fickey as Birch had got behind her, but the pass was a little short. And with 8.4 to go, Puxico will inbound right down at the end of their bench on the right sideline. And they get it into Haynes. Haynes dribbles around Payne down to the baseline, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Jayla Elliff. Now she's got 4. Haley Beal has 3, and Katie Ferguson has 3. And she was out of control right there. I don't know why they bail them out with those calls when they're out of control like that. Haynes will have 2 with 4.4 seconds to go. And the first one's nothing but net. And Savannah Aaron comes in for Elliff, who goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Next shot up and good, and it's a 2-point game. And Erica Payne's going to shoot one from about 30 feet, no good at the buzzer. And it was a 1-point lead at halftime. It's a 2-point lead as we head to the final quarter for the Donettes, 52-50 over the Puxico Lady Indians. We'll be back. Stay with us here after the 60-second timeout. I just want to go out there and grab Haley Beal by the neck and say, play hard. When you do something wrong, don't act like a little sissy. And
yeah. It's either a foul or a steal when someone drives because they're like swiping at it.
Yeah.
So it's either a foul or a steal, usually a foul.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, out front out here, she just tries to knock the ball away, and her man gets around her every time. Yeah. She don't move her feet and try to just stay between them and the basket.
That shot Jayla made, flung it and stomped the backboard.
I didn't describe that very well. I didn't want to make it sound like she just kicked it and it went in.
Yeah.
It's time for the fourth quarter. The Donettes lead at 52-50 over the Puxico Lady Indians here. And it will be Puxico's basketball to start the fourth quarter as they send out Clark and Hancock, Haynes, Pierre, and Oliver. Donettes have Ferguson, Eddington, Payne, Fickey, and Savannah Aaron. Haynes dribbles right side, and again out of control, and they're going to call an offensive foul this time. And I don't think that was as close to a charge as the last one. Do you?
No.
But maybe that's a makeup call. Who drew that? Aaron? Savannah Aaron?
Yes,
Is that? Well, the Donettes with the ball here. They need a bucket. Payne down low to Eddington. Nice pass, and the defense flies by, and she missed the shot. Hancock with a rebound. Passes up, and it's knocked out of bounds at midcourt by Erica Payne. That's one of the easiest shots Eddington's had tonight, and she missed it.
Yeah.
Inbounds pass comes to Haynes. Eddington went for the steal. Haynes down into the paint. Stops at the elbow. Gives it out to Clark on the right wing. In the paint to Pierre. Going to bull her way in. Her shot up and no good. Good defense by Fickey there to play without fouling. And she gets the rebound. Erica Payne carried the basketball and got away with it. Fickey hits Savannah Aaron on the right left wing. A three-pointer no good. Paige Eddington with the offside rebound. Gets inside the defense. Missed it again. And Savannah Aaron comes down with a rebound on the other side. Boy, they have missed so many shots right under the basket tonight. It's pathetic. Eddington's going to try from about 15 and a reach-in foul on Oliver, and she'll go to the free throw line. That's only the second team foul, I guess, or third here in the second half against Puxico. That's on Oliver. That's her third. And Eddington will shoot 2. First free throw is its third team foul. By the way, Puxico in the bonus as Donettes have committed 7. And this free throw goes down for Eddington. She's got 19 points to lead the Donettes. Fickey also in double figures with 15. 53-50, 7:04 to go in the ball game. Second shot, this one is good also. So she has started to say matched Haynes, but Haynes has 22. Pierre with the basketball between the circles. Gives it to Haynes, and it's the pass behind her. Eddington's picked it off. She's going to the other end, left-handed layup, up and good. She's pretty good with that left hand. That gives the Donettes a 6-point lead, 56-50, as they've scored the first 4 here in the fourth quarter. And Coach Lindsay calls the timeout with 6:46 to go. It's a full one, so we'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with more Donettes basketball on KYEC 88.3 FM.
I think that's what she has.
Yeah. That's what number 10's got 22 too.
Both freshmen.
Yeah. Well, the Donettes have scored the first 4 points of the fourth quarter here as Haynes takes it to the other end. A wild shot high off the glass and gets it to go. And she shot a layup from about 10 feet out. She shot it like a layup, and that makes it 56-52. And the pass stolen, a lob pass from Payne. Savannah Aaron trying to get back, and she will commit the foul, but she did make sure that Oliver didn't make the shot. And so she'll have to earn them from the free throw line. That was a good foul there. She had a sure layup. And it is Faith Oliver, the 5'10 freshman, at the free throw line. Their free throw's up, no good. And Puxico shot well from the free throw line in the first half, but they're only 4 out of 8 this half. They were 8 out of 11 in the first half. 6:28 to go in the game. A second one up and good. That's 4 points for Oliver. 56-53 Donettes. Payne still running the point for the Donettes. Pass in the paint to Fickey. And we got a push in the back by Pierre. That's going to be her third. That's only team foul number 4. So the Donettes will inbound underneath their own basket. Katie Ferguson will throw it in. Throws it into Erica Payne. She's open for another 3. This one no good. Long rebound, and there goes Haynes again as she leaked out like she did the whole first half. Pass a little behind her, but she puts it up and in anyway. She had 18 in the first half, and a lot of them were because she just took off when the Donettes shot. And she done it again there, and she was wide open. So it's a 1-point lead game. Ferguson with a jumper from the baseline, good. Katie Ferguson with her first 2 points. 58-55 Donettes. Oliver dribbles down to the right wing, picks up her dribble, throws it cross court. She had a man wide open in the middle of the floor. She's trying to get it to Haynes, and she overshot her out of bounds. And Haley Beal and Jayla Elliff come back in. Savannah Aaron and Katie Ferguson check out. Elliff playing with 4 fouls. And the Donettes get it back with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the ball game. And they lead at 58-55. Beal walks it up against that zone defense. Left side to Elliff, back to Beal, right side to Payne. Gives it to Fickey, and she's going to be fouled by Haynes. And that's 4 on Haynes now. She didn't have one. I don't think she had one at halftime, and she's got 4 now. And if they lose her, Donettes will be in good shape. Beal to inbound it, lobs it in the paint to Fickey. Dribbles one time, goes in, puts it up and in. 17 for Fickey to lead back to 5. Clark in the back court, guarded by Erica Payne. Lobs it up ahead, too far, and it goes out of bounds. I don't know why they throw that pass. They're not putting much real hard defense on them. She could dribble it into the front court. Clark checks out, and Daniel comes back in. And I think Clark may have mouthed off to the coach there, and coach sent her to the locker room. 60-55, good catch by Elliff as Beal threw it. Oh, Haynes almost got a steal now. Oliver does, and on the left side, left-handed layup, she missed it. Haynes followed it up, and she's fouled. as Beal's going to pick up the foul. If that wasn't her 4th foul, that was probably a good foul too, but that's number 4 on her. And Haynes will shoot 2. She has 26 points to lead the Lady Indians. 5 minutes and 1 second. And boy, she can nail them free throws. 60-56, 4-point lead for the Donettes. Haynes looking for point number 28. And this one's long. And Paige Eddington hustles out and gets it. Oh. And right in front of the Puxico bench, Haynes comes up and applies a little defense there to Eddington. That she didn't really have the ball, but they say Eddington touched it before it went out of bounds. I'm not real sure about that, but Haynes gives the ball to Hancock. Down low to Pierre, turn, shot off the glass, no good. Daniel with a rebound and she puts it in. That's her first bucket of the game. And that's one of the things that's bugaboo for the Donettes all night long. Too many offensive rebounds for Puxico. Erica Payne's wide open 3, it's short. And they get the rebound and Haynes takes off to the other end again behind the defense. Goes down, lays it up and in. And it's 60-60. How long is she going to do that before the Donettes figure out that she's doing it every time? Elliff, she's open for 3. It's up and good. Jayla Elliff. She's got 7 points. Donettes have had real balanced scoring tonight. Everybody getting in on the act. Hancock gets around Beal, goes down. High off the glass, no good. Rebound back to Hancock, out to Oliver. 15-footer, no good. Another offensive rebound by Daniel. And she goes up and she's fouled. And the Donettes just can't get a rebound. And that one's on Erica Payne. The next foul on the Donettes, and they will shoot 2 every time they go to the line. This is 2 shots here because it was a shooting foul. And Danielle makes the first one. And she can tie us up again at 62. Did they only give Elliff a 2-pointer on that shot a while ago?
She may have had a foul in the line.
Well, the one official raised up his hands.
That's what I saw.
She misses the second one, so I guess they only give her a 2. I'd have swore I swore he raised up his hands. Donettes with the ball in a 1-point lead. 3:45 left in the game. Payne in the paint to Fickey. Fickey's going to put it on the floor. She'll take it in, put it up, no good. Ball tipped back out. Haynes has got it. She's going to try to beat Beal to the other end. She goes down, puts it up, no good. And Daniel gets another offensive rebound. She missed it. And Fickey comes back and gets the rebound. Gives it to Eddington. Eddington in the front court, and she throws it away. Why in the world? You got to lead. Pierre back the other way. Crossover dribble. Shot up off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound under by Hancock. She missed it. And Beal gets it. And Coach Moore calls a timeout before they throw it away again. Because they were getting ready to do it again, trying to go too fast. It's 62-61. The Donettes lead it by 1. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Remember, everybody, tomorrow night we will be in Poplar Bluff as the Dons will be in action. Somewhere around 7:15, 7:30, we'll bring you the varsity game here on KYUC. Well, I don't know what to say here, Anthony. They just get a lead and then they lose it. And Puxico has only taken the lead a time or 2 on them, and when they have, the Donettes have come right back and got it back, but they can't stand prosperity. When they get that big lead, they start throwing the ball away. It's going to be Donettes' ball here with 3:13 to go. They'll have it in the back court. And again, no full court pressure by Puxico. If they miss the shot, somebody has got to run to the other end because Haynes is going there. Coach Moore is going to dribble across the half-court line and hold the ball. Now, if they don't throw it away here, they almost did. And they're going to lose it. I mean, as soon as the defense walked out towards Beal, she throwed it like it was a hot potato. That's what you want them to do, is come and guard you, man-to-man, and then take it to them. Haynes with the ball, wide open 3-pointer. She's going to bank. Oh, that almost banked in. Ball loose on the floor. Paige Eddington's got it. She loses it. Haynes going in on Fickey, and Fickey knocks it out of bounds. And Haynes goes to the floor, but I don't think there was any body there. I think she just went down trying to draw the foul. A nice block by Fickey. But again, the Donettes got in too big a hurry when they got the ball. Hancock open from 15. Her shot's good, and they've got the lead. 63-62. 2:35 to go. Well, now, you can't hold the ball now, you're behind. Puxico's rushing her a little bit. Why they're doing that, I don't know. Ficky's got it. Gets her man in the air, goes up for the shot. It's good from about 10. Well, Ficky answers right back. It's 64-63 Donettes. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Oliver dribbles down the right side, goes baseline, gets behind the basket, passes to Pierre. She's open and missed it. And Daniel gets another offensive rebound. Misses the shot, and then Donettes can't get the rebound. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they can't get that rebound. Watch the underneath pass here underneath the basket. Haynes has got it on the right wing. Dribbles into the paint. Good help there by Beal. Kicks it out to Hancock. Hancock gives it to Pierre. She goes up for the shot, no good. And Erica Payne and Daniel tie up, and it's going to be Donette's ball. And Erica Payne's having a terrible time blocking out Danielle Daniel. But the Donettes get it on the alternating possession. Now we'll see what happens if he comes across and holds the ball here. Ella, well, I hope she doesn't shoot that three-pointer. Minute 40 to go. Ficky's got it. She's open from 10. No good. She goes and gets her own rebound, but she missed it. And Pierre throws it right to Beal. Beal puts up the jumper. It's good. A shot probably she shouldn't have shot, but she made it, and it's a three-point lead. And Oliver quickly to the other end, and she loses it out of bounds. On her jump stop, the ball slipped right out of her hands. And the Donettes get it, leading 3 points here with 1:21 to go. And now Payne will bring it up the floor. Throws it up midcourt, Ficky. Little bit of pressure by Puxico. And now Beal holds it out near midcourt. Left side to Elif. Just hold it till they come out and get you. Gives it baseline to Eddington. Eddington down low to Ficky, and we're going to have a foul. Still no 1-and-1 yet. That's number 6. The next one will put the Donettes at the free throw line. That's Oliver's 4th. Well, Haynes and Oliver have 4. Ella for the basketball. Gives it baseline to Beal, out to Ficky. Ficky on the left side will throw it back out to Beal. 54 seconds left. Left side to Elif. Back to Beal. 48 seconds. Over to Payne, and she tries to get it in the paint, and it's thrown away. And then the Donettes commit a foul. There's no reason to even throw it in there. They're not putting any pressure, big pressure on the guards. And they're going to be shooting free throws now. Chance to score with the clock not running. Did they call that on Erica Payne?
Who was that foul on?
Paige Eddington, okay. And it will be Caitlin Pierre at the free throw line. 44.4 seconds to go. And she missed the first one. It is 2 shots. The Donettes are over the 10 foul limit. They need to block out here. She missed that one pretty badly, so if she misses that bad again, she makes this one. And she has 14 points, and it's a 66-64 lead. And Coach Lindsay calls a timeout, so we will take one also. 1 minute timeout coming your way, and we'll be back with the last 44.4 seconds. Stay with us. I'd tell them right now, if you throw the ball away, you're running 15 killers tomorrow in practice.
Killers.
Huh?
15 killers?
Yeah.
Now with guys that would work.
Huh?
With guys that would work.
Yeah. Well, the next game they might not do it if they actually had to do it tomorrow. You don't even need the they're not really they're probably going to put pressure on you now because there's not much time left. They've been throwing it away without any pressure on them. And they're going to get full court pressure here. Boy, they need a point guard bad. Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Watch her throw it away trying to get it up there. Oh. Well, the Donettes get it in bounds before we get back on the air and get it up the floor. And we got a foul on Danielle Daniel. And she saved 2 points because Erica Payne was getting ready to get it to Paige Eddington for an easy basket. And now Erica Payne at the free throw line with 37.1 seconds to go. Donettes lead 66-64. This is a 1-and-1, and Payne makes the first one. Big pressure free throw there by Erica Payne. She's got 8 points, 4 in the first half, 4 in the second half now, and none bigger than that free throw there. This will make it a 2-possession game if she can make this one. And it's good. Here comes Oliver quickly into the front court. Passes down low to Pierre, and she's fouled. Shaylee Fickey tried to go over the top and knock it away. And that might not be a bad foul either because Pierre made the shot after the foul was called. And she is, here in this half, a struggle from the free throw line. The last 2 times she's been there, she's made 1 out of 2. But before that, I think she was either 0 for 2 or 0 for 4. Not much time went off the clock, though. And this one rattles out and back in. It almost came out. She's got 15 points. She's only a sophomore. So their 2 leading scorers by far are a freshman and a sophomore. Trying to make it a 2-point game, 31.8 seconds left. And this one's perfect. One wonders what a rattling shot will do for you. Boy, get it up the floor. You got 4-on-1. And Beals fouled in the back court. Dribbling with your head down. Donettes should have had somebody right there. If they could have got it right there, they'd have had a layup. Everybody was on down there. But Beal will be at the free throw line. That's going to be the 5th foul on Faith Oliver. She's going to foul out of the game with 4 points. And Birch comes back in. So Beal at the line here. 1-and-1. And no good. And Paige Eddington's going to be called for going over the back. Last thing you want to do right there. Because you're going to walk to the other end, they're going to have a chance to tie it from the free throw line. And no pressure either because you're shooting 2 free throws. It's not the front end of a 1-and-1. It's going to be Brenna Hancock. I think she's 3 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. 24.8 seconds to go. And it's good. If she makes this one, we're going to be tied at 68. It's on the way, and it's good. That's 9 points for Hancock. And we got a timeout called by Coach Lindsay. 24.8 seconds to go. It's a full timeout. Well, we better just take 30 because they're liable to get to playing before we get back. We'll be back after this 30-second break on KYEC 88.3 FM.
They're a good free throw shooting team.
They are. Yeah, they.
Aside from Pierre, I'd say they pretty much made them all.
They've made, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're 11 out of 19 this half, which is not as good as they were in the first half, but
Pierre's
they're 19 out of 30 for the game. That's not bad. That's not bad. 20 out of 30, 67. For girls basketball, high school, that's not bad.
And if it wasn't for Pierre, they'd have higher
numbers.
numbers.
It'd be a higher percentage. Well, we've got a close one going on here at Donovan. It's 68-68. The Donettes and the Puxico Lady Indians with 24.8 seconds to go. The Donettes have the ball, and they're going to come full court, and they're going to play full court pressure, which I'm kind of surprised. Donettes got to get it across the midcourt line, and Coach Moore has to burn up a timeout. They did get it across, but he had already called a timeout, so they'll have it up closer to midcourt now with 17.9 seconds to go. I hope he's got a timeout left. It don't show any up there on the thing. It shows that they've got 4, but I don't think that's right because she's called 2 or 3 timeouts in this game. So I don't think that's right. No, that's something else. That's a fourth quarter in it. They usually, when Wendell Copeland's keeping the clock, he keeps the timeouts left up there. Well, the Donettes are going to have it just across the back, in the back court. And all they need is one bucket here. Hopefully they take it down to the end and score and not give them another opportunity. You don't want to shoot it too early and let them get one of those snowbird layups on you and lose the game. A lot higher scoring game than I anticipated. The Donettes have put a lot of points on the board. And I thought with them being off for 3 weeks, they might be kind of sluggish, which the game hasn't been really pretty, but they have scored a lot of points. Not a lot of defense being played on either end. And a lot of offensive rebounds, especially for Puxico, and they're not as big as the Donettes are. Well, here we go, 17.9 seconds left. If one team or the other doesn't score, we may be headed to overtime. Inbounds pass comes into Payne in the back court, up in the front court to Fickey, and we're going to have a foul. Well, that wasn't very smart. Pierre's going to pick up the foul, and that's going to send Fickey to the free throw line. Well, it's not very smart if Fickey makes them, I'll put it that way. And it's still a 1-and-1. That's 9th team foul. So she's got to make the first one. The only thing that does is sure Puxico getting the ball back. Fickey's first one, no good. Pierre with a rebound, gives it to Hancock. 10 seconds to go, throws it to Daniel. Daniel gets into the paint, throws it out to Haynes, a three-pointer. Ooh, no good. Ball's going to be saved in bounds. And Paige Eddington's got it, but she ain't going to get a shot off in time. Didn't know how much time was left, but so we're headed to overtime, 68 all. Donettes and the Puxico Lady Indians. Both teams in a little bit of foul trouble, so that might play into what happens here in the last 3 minutes. We'll play 3 minutes of overtime. And 68-68. At the end of the first quarter, the Donettes had a 6-point lead, had a 1-point lead at halftime, a 2-point lead at the end of the third quarter, and Puxico outscores them 18-16 in that quarter, and that forces an overtime, and they put 3 minutes on the clock to play here in overtime. The freshman Caitlin Haynes has got 29 to lead Puxico. The sophomore Caitlin Pierre has 16. That's the only two in double figures. Brenna Hancock has 9. Donettes have 22 from the freshman Eddington, have 17 from Shaylee Fickey, and Haley Beal has 10, and Erica Payne close with 9, and Jayla Elf also with 6. So the Donettes will send out Elf and Payne, Beal, Eddington, and Fickey, and we will have a jump ball here to start the overtime. And Beal, Elf, and let's see, Beal and Elif have 4 fouls. And Eddington and Fickey have 3. And they have Pierre with 4. They've already, Faith Oliver's already fouled out. And Caitlin Haynes is the one they needed to get a foul on her. She's got 4. They send out Daniel, Pierre, Haynes, Birch, and Hancock. And I don't believe Gabby Clark's ever come back from the locker room after the coach sent her down there, has she?
I haven't seen that.
She mouthed off to the coach after she threw the ball away, and the coach sent her straight to the locker room when she took her out. And took her out immediately. And I like to see a coach do that. That shows me something there. I don't know what they're talking about here, but it's Fickey and Pierre jumping, and the ball is tipped, and the Donettes control it. Beal will have it, and she'll wait on the traffic to clear, and Puxico will start out in that zone. Payne had Eddington open for a minute, didn't see her. Elif on the left wing, they're leaving her wide open. She hit it was a 2-pointer earlier. They changed it to a 2-pointer. She's got it on the left side. Back out front to Beal. Back to Elif. Baseline to Eddington. Eddington makes a move into the paint, shot up short. And the ball loose, and she's going to get it back, and she puts it up, and it won't go again. Another offensive rebound as Payne goes up, and she's fouled. And now the Donettes are hitting the offensive boards. Well, Paige Eddington has had a tough night. She's got 22 points, but she has missed some easy shots that she normally doesn't miss. Erica Payne at the free throw line. 68-68. We're in overtime. 2:26 to go. Payne's free throw, no good. That foul was on Hancock, and now she's got 4 for Puxico. Second one by Payne is good. That gives the Donettes a 1-point lead. Now Payne is the 4th Donette in double figures with 10. Danielle handling in the back court. And she throws it in the front court to Birch. Down to Pierre. Pierre, fall away jumper, no good. And offensive rebound. Elliff almost. And boy, Fickey threw it up in the front court, and the Donettes got a break. Now Eddington walks with it. And why in the world you just don't catch the rebound and let them go to the other end and just walk the ball up? Fickey threw the ball up near midcourt, and they almost stole it there. And they throw it away on the inbounds as the Donettes put on a little full court pressure as Haynes, the freshman, threw it away, and nobody touched it, so the Donettes will get the inbound and underneath their own basket. So the teams trade turnovers here in overtime. Erica Payne's free throws got the Donettes up by 1. Paige Eddington, she's going to put the shot up and good from about 6 feet. And she got 24, and the Donettes go up by 3. Pierre brings it up the center of the floor. And she carries the ball. Oh! They're going to call a foul before the carry. And if that's on Fickey, that's going to be 4 on her. So the team, they're going to start dropping like flies here pretty soon. And Pierre at the free throw line. This is going to be the 20th and 21st free throws of the second half for Puxico. Donettes have only shot 2, 4, 6, 8. And Pierre, after struggling a couple of times there at the line, has made 3 in a row now. And that pulls Puxico within 2, 71-69, with 1:54 left in overtime. Pierre eyes up the second one, puts it in the air. This one's no good, and I think going to have a lane violation. That was on 44. They called it on the Donettes, but 44 was way around in front of Paige Eddington there before the ball hit the rim. He was looking the wrong way, so she's going to get another one. And she missed that one, but an offensive rebound. Long one comes out to Birch. Head of the key. It's Haynes, her jumper no good, and the ball is going to go out of bounds, and they almost got another offensive rebound, but luckily for the Donettes, it goes out of bounds. We'll see what they do here with a 2-point lead. See if Coach Moore has them come across the half line and stop again like they did earlier. Passes right side to Payne. Don't throw it inside, just play catch with it. Well, they throw it inside to Fickey, and she's going to score. Oh! But they're going to call a foul before the shot. And that's the 5th one on Pierre. So she's going to foul out. She's going to go to the bench for 17, and that's a big foul out there for Coach Lindsay, because I don't think she's played any of her other players besides Birch that's on the floor and Daniel. So she's going to have to bring in number 33, Cameron Collard, a 5'6" freshman, and she has not been in the game at all. So Fickey will shoot 2 now. Both teams are in the 2-shot bonus. Well, that'll make it a little bit easier. It should. You don't have as much pressure, and she makes the first one. That gives Shaylee Fickey 20 points. Lead is 3. 1:28 to play in overtime. Next one up, man, good. Bounced around on the rim for a little while, but it fell in. And Birch brings it into the front court. Throws it to Collard right off her hands, out of bounds. And that's what I mean right there. You hadn't been in the game. And really, Birch probably shouldn't even have threw it to her. Well, the Donettes get it back on the turnover. 4-point lead. Inbounds pass to Fickey. Gives it to Beal, and she's fouled, and that's going to be the 5th one on Hancock, I believe. If that's on 22, that's her 5th one. It is. She fouls out, and she's going to foul out with 9 points. So she'll have to go into the bench. Another player that hasn't been in the game. It's going to be number 25. That is Kylie Moore, another freshman. And it's going to be Haley Beal at the free throw line. The Donettes a little better from the line this half. They're 7 out of 10 so far. And Beal's first free throw off the right side, no good. Beal has 10 points. It's 1:18 to go. And it's 73-69 Donettes. Next one on the way, and it's short. And Paige Eddington gets the rebound, and she goes up and she's fouled. So in the last bit of the fourth quarter, Anthony, here in the overtime, the Donettes have switched it around. They're the one getting all the offensive rebounds now. Puxico had tore them up on the Donettes defensive boards, Puxico's offensive boards. It's chained around a little bit here. We'll see if Paige Eddington, who has 24, can make a free throw. And first one's good. The lead is 5 with 1:17 to go. And right now, number 10 on Puxico is the one you got to guard. Second free throw, good. She has 26, and it's a 6-point lead. Donettes need to just converge on Haynes. Eddington do a good job, just don't foul her. She dribbles baseline down into the basket, got caught, passes out to Birch. Birch puts us off, shot no good. Long rebound comes out, it's loose. Erica Payne picks it up, throws the head to Eddington. Eddington's going to take it in. She traveled and got away with it, but they're going to call a foul. She walked, but they're going to call a foul on Birch. And Eddington will go back to the free throw line. That's the second foul on Birch. .57 seconds left, and Eddington makes another free throw. Eddington's got 27, and Ficky's got 21. 7-point lead. 57 seconds left in overtime. Eddington's next one is good. And Coach Lindsay calls another timeout. The Donettes have opened up an 8-point lead, and they have made 7 out of the last 9 free throws here when they really needed them. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back for this last bit of overtime here on KYEC 88.3 FM. Well, here so far in the overtime, the Donettes have outscored Puxico 9-1, and they lead by 8, 77-69. And we are down to, I think it's about 55 seconds, 56 seconds, something like that. It'll be Puxico's ball after the timeout. And again, the freshman Caitlin Haynes has got 29 points for Puxico. And right now, with the players that have fouled out for them, she is about their only offensive threat on the floor, so they really need to guard her, and she's taking the ball out of bounds. If Paige Eddington can keep her from getting it back when they get it in, it would be a big plus. She's going to throw it in, gets it into Birch, and they let her get it right back. Right down the middle of the floor, stops at the head of the key, fires the three-pointer, no good. And Ficky gets the rebound. Eddington's wide open up the floor, the pass a little behind her. And she's still going to beat everybody down, I believe, and she lays it in. That is 30 points for Paige Eddington, and it's a 10-point lead. And the pass up ahead, Haynes catches, fires up a wild three-pointer, and it goes in. And she's got 32. Beal brings it up against full court press, gets it to Elephant in front court. Gives it back to Beal. And if Haynes fouls her, she's out of the game, so she don't foul. I guess they're not going to foul here, which is kind of surprising as Vicky and Beal play catch with it. And now they finally call a foul on Kylie Moore. They let about 20 seconds run off the clock there before they fouled. So the Donettes are going to get out of here with a win, but it sure wasn't easy. It'll be Vicky shooting 2, trying to add to her 21-point total. 9.3 seconds left. And the free throw's good. Well, the Donettes have made the free throws down the stretch here when it counted. Next one up and good. Why in the world she did that, I don't know. She took off across the line before it got to the rim and it went in. There's no reason to do that. You got all your players back on the defensive end. Why in the world you take off? So they wipe it off. I don't know if they count that as a missed free throw or not. Pass comes into Haynes. She dribbles to the three-point line, stops, fires it up, short. Beal gets the rebound, throws it out, and that's going to do it. The Donettes finally get the win here, 80-72 in overtime over the Puxico Lady Indians. So it was a good one here tonight at the Bill Elrod Gymnasium. The Donettes get a win. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. Stay with us. She was